Hi everyone. I just wanted to tell you a quick story about a guy called Paul. Paul was someone who had a job to do, an important job, and he seemed to be good at it. But he also faced problems and difficulties. He had to work really hard. He often found himself on the wrong side of the authorities. He took various really hard physical punishments. He often ended up in prison. He was shipwrecked more than once and had to spend a day and a night in the open sea. And other dangers he faced were things like rivers, thieves, his own people and foreigners, dangers from many different places and landscapes, danger from people who pretended they wanted to help him. He sometimes had to manage without sleep and food and drink. He'd even gone at times without enough clothes or anywhere to keep himself warm. But he also knew what it was like to have plenty of everything he needed. And going through all these experiences, he kept going. Now, you've all faced your own challenges and problems this year. You've all been kept as safe as possible. We've tried to keep others safe too by applying all these restrictions that we've had to work with. Primary ones, you've had quite an introduction to school. Things have been very different this year and different from almost all of your time at nursery. But P2s as well, this has been going on so long that it started when you were in P1. P3s to 6s have no doubt missed out on a lot that you might normally have done. And P7s, perhaps especially, restrictions as well as other changes have stopped a lot of what you'd normally experience. Things like outdoor education, high school transition, leavers events. You've all come through a lot. But I think, and I hope, and I'm pretty sure actually, that you've had a lot of experiences that you wouldn't otherwise have had. You've had the staff doing their very best, even more so than usual, if that were possible, but I'm sure it's not. They've done their best to give you opportunities for learning, whether that was at home or in the classroom. Maybe you've got more familiar with lots of digital technologies. Other alternatives have been found to do things in almost all cases. Or you've had time to explore different interests with family or spend time with your friends when your learning wasn't so much based in the school building. Just like Paul, you've come through it. Going through hard times, you've kept going. And you know what? The staff have come through an awful lot too, maybe one of the biggest challenges of their working lives. So what I'd say to all of you is, well done. Not only have you come through it, but know where it is that you've drawn your strength from. Because Paul, you might have guessed, is someone in the Bible. He was someone who was a worker for Jesus, traveling around trying to help people learn more about God. And he said that despite everything, he'd been beaten up, shipwrecked, well fed, or going hungry, he'd learned the secret of being content, happy in any and every situation, whether he was in plenty or in need, that he could do it all through the one who gave him strength. For Paul, that was Jesus. And because of Jesus, others were there for him, giving him support and help when he needed it. So I hope that you can think of and know where it is that you find your strength from, where you get your help. Maybe it's your family, mum or dad, siblings, grandparents, wider family members. Maybe it's friends, those in your class or your year, those in other schools, those that you live near or know in other ways. Maybe, I hope, it's the school community, teachers, administrative staff, support staff, janitorial and cleaning and catering staff. I'm sure it is. Maybe it's all of these or others that I haven't mentioned. But whoever it is, know where your strength is. And when you're going through tough times, keep going. Well done on getting through, surviving, and perhaps even thriving in the strangest of years. I pray that you have a fantastic time over your break, whether you're at home or maybe even manage to get away somewhere for a wee trip. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine bright upon your face and the rain fall softly on your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you safe, ever in the palm of his hand. Amen.